my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a look on my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe collection eyeshadow palette in Ring the Alarm. I actually purchased the whole vault, and I did go over you know, the controversy behind the vault as of right now and how they perform. So if you want to learn how to get this look that I created with Ring the Alarm, then please keep on watching. Alright, so we're going to start by priming our eyelids with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. Just going to use my fingers as usual. I take my Dermablend loose setting powder. This is just like the translucent one. I think they have another color as well, but I just use a translucent one. And I'm going to be taking my Luxie 233 Large Fluff and set that primer. Then I'm going to go ahead and set my brows as well. Right, and the most exciting part of today's tutorial is going to be, I'm going to be using the Vault from Morphe x Jaclyn Hill. I'm excited but also a little bit nervous because I have seen some tutorials and some tweets on Twitter that this palette is still the same palette that they said that they repressed, but technically it's still the first one. They just like kept it. I'm not completely sure about the story, obviously. I just know that it was kind of like recalled before it was sold to the public. I know some people did get the Vault when they launched or opened their Las Vegas Morphe store. And then Jaclyn went ahead and said that they're going to push back the launch date to repress the shadows. But the reviews I've seen online are kind of mixed, which makes me kind of weary to try these palettes because I'm going out later, so I really want it to actually like look good, and I'm just weary because I bought 2 sets. So I hope that, you know, I was one of the lucky ones, I got a good set, but it really sucks because people do spend their hard-earned money on these, and it is unfortunate that not all the palettes are performing the same as Jaclyn said. It is disappointing when you're purchasing a palette, especially the Vault, because it is kind of expensive, you know, and it's upsetting that you can't return it or you're having difficulties and a lot of problems like returning it, contacting Morphe and everything for the Vault. It's just upsetting when you purchase something and it was told and hyped up so much that it was going to be like damn near perfect is what Jaclyn said. And it is upsetting when you're paying a lot of money for a palette and it does not perform as it is supposed to, because I know a lot of people were very like anticipating this launch because it was so hyped up and everything. So I'm a little weary to try this out, and I don't know what I'm gonna like. Hopefully it's as good as she says and I can post and edit this video, because I don't know how this is going to turn out. On to the Vault. So I got the Vault obviously, and it comes with 4 palettes. It has Dark Magic, Armed and Gorgeous, Bling Boss, and Ring the Alarm. I think I'm going to be using Bling Boss and Ring the Alarms today, but I will show you how they look. I did do some swatches on Bling Boss and Ring the Alarm, and I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. So this one right here is Ring the Alarm, which is more like orange warm tones with a little bit of like purples in them, and then this is Bling Boss. And I was really excited for these 2 palettes also because these are the colors that I usually wear. So you can probably see that I did do a couple swatches for the shadows. So yeah. And then this one right here is Armed and Gorgeous, which is really pretty, good for every day, so I'm excited. But I won't be using these 2 palettes, the other 2 palettes probably, and this one is Dark Magic. So Dark Magic is obviously more smoky and everything. I do love the Potion shadow in this palette, but I heard that was the reason like it didn't work very well, so hopefully, I don't know, I'll have to try these 2 later on, but okay. But this is a very cool concept. Let me take a deep breath and pray for the best for these eyeshadows that I'm going to use. In first with Ring the Alarm, which is the more orangey warm toned one. And I'm going to take my Morphe M504. I first start off with Rush right here. There is a little bit of kickback on the palette. I don't know if you can tell, but if the palette works fine, I don't mind the kickback. I'm just going to dust it off and let's test this out. I'm going to go and start off in the middle. Okay. Let's build this up. The shadows are kind of dry. Okay. And besides the fact that they're a little dry, they're blending out really nicely. Alright, so this one right here is Rush. Okay. So this is Rush. I'm going to go into the other eye. So honestly, so far so good with this Rush shade in the Ring the Alarm palette. It seems to be blending out really easily. I did mention that these shadows were a little bit on a drier side, but I'm going to go up close, and so far so good. I don't even technically know kind of what look I want to do. I just wanted to do something with these two palettes. I'm going to go in with my Morphe R37, and I'm going to take Alert, this color right here, and I'm going to apply that kind of all over. And this shadow does also have a little bit of kickback, so I guess I'm going to start this off in the outer corner first. Color is a little bit deeper than Rush, so okay, I thought it wasn't showing up, but it is showing up a little bit, so I'm just gonna continue the outer corner. And I know everyone has seen swatches on the arms and everything, but I thought a tutorial would be a lot better, obviously, to see how these shadows perform, because when you're swatching, you do kind of like rub your finger in multiple times to get the intensity when you're swatching, but you're never that harsh or rough on your eyelids because that is such a delicate area. So you're never gonna like dig your finger into the pan and then like rub it really hard back and forth on your eyelid, because that's just gonna cause sagging and wrinkles. So okay, I'm going to take whatever I have left on my brush and bring it to the inner corners. And I'm kind of like facing my shadow brush downwards. And that's really pretty. Now I'm going to go in with Mugshot right here. I'm going to go in with the same brush. I'm just going in a little bit deeper because I do want to try to use as much of the shadows that are offered in the palette to test them, because one may work really nice and the others may not. Alright. Also going to focus that in the outer corners as well. So far, these shadows are actually performing really nicely. With Framed, which is a deep purple plum shade, I'm going to take my Morphe M513. So there is kickback on that as well. So this one right here is Framed, and it's actually blending out really nicely, and I thought it would get kind of like patchy because I have heard that her matte shadows do get kind of patchy. So this one looks good so far. I mean, they all look pretty well so far, and they are blending out really well with each other. And I don't see that anything is like picking up, because I've heard when you like keep blending and blending, the shadows do pick up and then you like have a patch. So we're not aiming for that look. I don't think anyone ever is. So let's hope for the best. So far, so good. Like I said, I'm going to go back with my Morphe M504 and take a Rush. And I'm going to go ahead and blend over everything once more. So I really wanted to use Bling Boss within this tutorial, but I guess like I did most of my look with this, with Ring the Alarm. So okay, we'll go back to it in another video, because I plan to do a video on all 4 of these palettes. So I guess today we're going to do Ring the Alarm. What I'm going to do now is I kind of want to cut the crease. So what I'm going to do is use my Tarte Shape Tape in light neutral with my Dose of Colors concealer brush. I have a hard time like doing it on camera, so I'm just gonna cut the crease first and then I'll be right back to apply my lid shade. Alright, so I did do a half cut crease. Like I said, I use my Tarte Shape Tape in light neutral. It's a lot faster when I do it off camera because I just get so distracted for some reason. So this is what it looks like right now. I'm going to go ahead and take my Morphe M513. Going back in with Framed, that deep purple shade. And I'm just going to blend it out to blend the concealer and the outer corner shade Framed together. Not sure like what kind of lid shade I want to use. Like maybe I'll take the shade Boom. I feel like it's so hard to show you because I don't want to blind you with the mirror. So that's Boom right there. Maybe I'll take that, yeah. So I'm going to take that with my finger. I'm going to go ahead and press it on top. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go in with a brush. I'm only going to go in with the brush because I do have longer fingernails. And my concealer brush from Dose of Colors, I just picked up the eyeshadow and I didn't spray anything on top of it, like a Fix Plus or anything. So I'm going to see what it looks like with the brush applied. And I did wipe off the remaining excess of concealer. So I'm just seeing like how it performs just by itself. Alright, so this is how, what is this shade called? Boom looks like. And mind you, no Fix Plus, I didn't amplify or anything, I just used my fingers and then my brush. So far it does look very nice. So let's go on to the other eye. I feel like it's always so hard to do my other eye. This is what it looks like. Pencil brush. I take this Morphe E18 and I'm going to go ahead and blend the framed shade that we have in the outer corners inwards first. No product. Now I'm going to go and just wipe off whatever shade that got on there. I'm going to take framed, blend it out, and then slowly blend the two shades together. Take whatever I have left and also blend it on top of this shade. Oh, so lightly to kind of bring out the definition. Actually, this specific eyeshadow palette, Ring the Alarm, has exceeded my expectations because I was very scared. It did have a little bit of fallout, that Boom color. I do like it so far. I'm going to go ahead and take my Morphe M504 once more, taking Rush. I'm just going to blend. I'm going to step away from the eyes right now, and I'm going to go ahead and move on to my foundation, or my face. So I'm going to take my Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear foundation in the color 320 Bisque. Love, love, love this foundation. My Colourpop flat shaded brush, I'm going to use this to apply the foundation. Off topic, but have you guys gone and seen Crazy Rich Asians? That movie was so cute and so good that I want to watch it again. And have you guys watched that the other rom-com that recently launched, To All the Boys I've Ever Loved? Cutest movie ever. I love Lana, who plays Laura Jean, and obviously Noah, who plays Peter. I know what kind of shows you guys watch on Netflix. And I also want to watch that new movie that's coming out, A Simple Favor, with Blake Lively. And the guy that plays Nick Young, I think his name is Henry. I love Blake Lively. So I'm definitely going to go watch that movie. This foundation just is so good. A pimple here that I really am trying to pop. But it hurts so bad. Like I never have pimples on my cheeks, which is a blessing in disguise. But then like now that I have this, I can't like pop it. And it's so annoying. I typically only break out on my forehead, which I guess is... I'd rather break out in like one area of my face than like have pimples everywhere. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Now I'm going to go in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Macadamia. I'm going to use this color to correct my under eyes. I'm just gonna kind of like carve out my shadow as well. And then I'm going to take my Shape Tape Concealer from Tarte. I'm going to be using Light Neutral and Light Sand. I feel like Light Neutral can be a little bit lighter, but Light Sand is a little bit too light, if that makes sense. So I mix them. First I'm going to take a Light Neutral. I just finished my... Ow, that really hurt. I just finished my Light Neutral that I was trying to finish up for like months and months and months. Granted, I wasn't using it every day, but I had taken off the stopper so I can like dip my little like foundation flat shader brush in there to grab extra product. So I finally finished it and I opened my new one. I love it when they're like new, but I hate that I have to go rub product on there because sometimes it takes too much and I really don't need a lot. And because I like use 2 colors. So I just make 3 dots. I'm going to take a Light Sand. That's that, and then I'm going to blend it out. So I don't put any more concealer on my Cupid's bow because sometimes I feel like it's too bright and too much. So I just do whatever I have left, blend it out on my chin, onto my Cupid's bow. Just gives it a slight highlight. I'm going to take my purple beauty blender and blend out any extra concealer under my eyes. And foundation just everywhere, just extra blend it out. Make sure all the creases are gone. I'm going to take my Dermablend loose setting powder. Oh my god. And I'm going to go ahead and bake under my eyes. I'll let this sit under my eyes and the rest of my face wherever I applied it, and I'll be right back. I'll be taking my Morphe E48 using my Laura Mercier Candle Light Sheer Perfecting Powder in number 1. I'm only going to focus this on my under eyes, just so it's like kind of brightening and also it kind of has that blurring effect. I'll be taking my Luxie 520 and my Maybelline Matte and Poreless Fit Me Powder in 222. I'm just going to take this to set the whole face. Then I'm going to go ahead and bronze up the face, add a little bit of color, because I feel really pale right now. I'm going to be using my number 7 bronzer in Caramel, so I got this at Target. Looks like this, taking my Equal Tools, just like a powder brush. I'm going to go ahead and bronze it up. This is such a pretty color. I'm going to take my big fluffy Morphe E1 and just blend it out. My NYX Highlight and Contour palette with my MAC 109. I'm just going to go in and dip into all the deep shades. Oh, it didn't sound good. And just chisel it out even more. Go ahead and cut my contour, make it a little bit more dramatic. And apply Colourpop's Overboard Creme Gel Liner to my lower lashes, maybe my upper lash line as well. We'll see. And then I'm going to take my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara and I'm going to apply some lashes. I'm not sure which ones, but I'll let you know when I come back. To apply my lashes, I'm wearing my KoKo Lashes Goddesses today. I'm going to go ahead and apply some shadow on my lower lash line. Taking Ring the Alarm. I'm going to be taking Framed right here with my Morphe M432. Just going to apply this on the lower lash line. Go ahead and take my Dose of Colors shader brush and blend it out. Right here with that same Dose of Colors brush and blend it out even more. Go ahead and push these lashes together. This is a Japanese like eyelash thing. I'm going to go ahead and apply some blush. This is the Too Faced Love Flush Blush Palette. I'm going to be taking my Dose of Colors powder blush brush. I'm going to be taking Your Love is King, which is this color right here, like a very pretty plummish color. It's really pretty. Maybe taking some highlighter. This is my Dose of Colors Soulmate highlighter. I've been loving this lately. Taking the Morphe R31. I'm going to try to avoid that little breakout that's on my cheek. Setting my eyebrows with my Benefit Gimmie Brow in number 3. Now I'm going to take my Too Faced Hangover RX setting spray. I'm just going to spray my face. Applied some mascara on my lower lashes. This is the It Cosmetics Tightline Mascara, and I'm going to apply some lip liner. This is the Iluvsarahii and Colourpop collection in 951. Like 5 of these like laying around in my room. And I think I just want to apply some lipstick. This is the Dose of Colors Desi and Katie collection in No Shade. This is actually a really pretty color. I haven't tried this lip combo before. Alright, so this is the end of my tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know which eyeshadow palette from the Vault collection you want me to do next. My final review and kind of first impressions is that I do like it. I thought it'd be a lot worse than what it looks like now. I actually really like how my eye look turned out. Everything blended out very easily. The shadows were a little bit drier than typically I've used, but they're still very pretty, and I do like the shades of this palette. Sorry, the mirror is blinding you. It's really pretty. I really do like it. So far, I would probably recommend this palette. I would have to use it a little bit more, and I keep you guys updated if you guys like, but I do plan on doing a video on each of the palettes, and then maybe I can do a whole video on all the palettes, creating a look with more than just one palette together. These palettes are sold separately as well, so you don't have to buy them in the Vault. So I do want to make a video on each of these palettes if you decide that you do want an eyeshadow palette from this collection, but you don't want to spend the entire amount of the Vault because you won't use the other palettes. So I really do like this eye look. I like how the shadows blended out. Like I said, they were a little bit drier, but I still was able to work with them. And I didn't use any Fix Plus or any setting spray to amplify the shadow. This is just how it looks, and I do really like how it looks without anything, to amplify the shimmeriness of it or anything like that. It does work really well and it is very pretty, and so far I do recommend the Ring the Alarm eyeshadow palette from the Vault collection. So if you want to follow me on my social media networks, I'll leave everything down below, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know if you've watched All the Boys I've Loved Before and Crazy Rich Asians, because those are my 2 favorite rom-coms as of lately, and I already watched To the Boys I've Loved Before twice, and I do want to watch Crazy Rich Asians again because hello, it's such a good movie. So let me know down below if you watched it or any new movies or shows you watch on Netflix, and I'm open to any new suggestions. And I'll see you guys in my next one.